So I'm going to do my first fertilizing for this year. I'm going to be putting down a crabgrass preventer plus fertilizer controls crabgrass and broadleafs. It's made by Expert Gardener. It's a 3004, covers 7,500 square feet, and my property is about 4,000 square feet total. So that's almost enough to do my entire property twice. I'm only going to put this down once this year, so I'll put down some more next year at the beginning of spring if it works well. If not, then I might try something else. I'm going to go to the front and get set up. Putting down fertilizer, you always want to make sure you follow the instructions and you know how big your property is, so that when you're putting it down, you kind of have an idea of how much fertilizer you should be putting down. So I know this front side, the one closest to us, is about 500, and the back one's about 800 square feet. So I've got about 1,300 square feet. It's important to follow the instructions on the back on what your spreader setting should be at, based off of the manufacturer and what kind of spreader you have. I have a Scott's, and it says on here that I need to have it on setting 5, which I have it set to. And then also I've got an edge guard on there, so you always want to do a trim pass first and then make sure that you're throwing back to the wheels of your spreader on your way back through. And then with this particular fertilizer, you have to water it in after you put it down. Also, it says on here that it's hazardous for humans and domestic animals, so you would want to make sure you're not consuming any of this, as well as that you're not letting your pets out into the yard after you put it down for the specified amount of time that it says on the packaging. I'm just doing the front yard right now, and then I'll wait a couple days here, and then I'll get the backyard. That way I can take my dog out through the front to use the bathroom instead of putting him out in the back. So with that, let's get started. There is to it. You probably noticed I forgot to turn the edge guard off for my smaller little bit here, but I was watching where it was going, so should be okay with that. I guess only time will tell how well that went, so stay tuned to find out. Thanks for watching. Well, I read my instructions a little bit closer, and it said to water it in if it hasn't rained within 14 days. So I'm not gonna water it in right now. It also said water it in if it's hot out, which it's not above the 80 degrees like it's suggesting. So I'm just gonna let it go and we'll see how well it does. I also walked it to make sure that the distribution of the fertilizer looked even, and it did, so it should be good. So thanks for watching.